Hello friends, this is Jimmy from Can Have an Immigration Canada. In today's video, I have some updates regarding Canadian immigration. First of all, we'll look at Manitoba PNP program. On July the 9th, Manitoba has issued another 555 new letter of advice to apply for provincial nomination in its expression of interest pool. So a total of 202 letters of advice to apply were issued candidate through Manitoba Express Entry substream. The lowest ranked candidate had a score of 519. So the points have come down drastically in last few draws by Manitoba. The Express Entry candidate whose application for the PNP is successful will receive another 600 points towards the Sierra score for Express Entry. So another 217 candidate in the skilled worker overseas stream with an expression of interest score of 572 or above were also got the letter of advice to apply for the PNP program under the Manitoba PNP program. So these were some of the updates for Manitoba. Skilled worker in Manitoba, the minimum score was 564, number of invitations 104. Skilled worker overseas, lowest score 639, number of invitations 32. Skilled worker overseas under the express entry pathway, minimum score 519 and number of invitations 202. That was the update for Manitoba. If we have a look at the other update under the federal express entry system draw that happened on July the 11th, the minimum score didn't change. It stayed at 442 and the number of invitations were issued 3,750. So basically the same as it was the 2 weeks before. If you look at the tiebreaker rule, once again implemented in this draw. Now every draw has a tiebreaker. For the tiebreaker time for this draw was June 26, 2018 at 1:18:55 UTC time. With the tiebreaker rule, anybody who scored with 442 or above will receive an ITA, but at the score 442, whoever has applied before goes according to the time. They will receive an ITA. Even the other candidate has score of 442 and he applied later on that day, they won't receive the ITA for that invitation through express entry. So that was an update for the federal. So if we have a look at the Alberta opportunity stream, there is a new update that the government of Alberta has introduced a temporary transition period that is says they'll help the specified student applicants who have adapted. It's the new list of Alberta Advanced Education Approved Post-Secondary Credentials. The list is a part of the new Alberta Opportunity Stream that has been put into effect on June 14 and determined which credential programs at Alberta post-secondary institutions are approved for applicants who are holding a postgraduate work permit. The ANPC's the purpose of this list is to implement or to help the international student find out whether their education and work experience is a well match with the current skill shortage in Alberta. Under this new period, the international students who are admitted before October 1, 2018 to the 1-year entry-level certificate program and a postgraduate certificate or diploma program in Alberta that are not on the list of this for the new Alberta opportunity stream, as they meet all other requirements. If they have everything else is good till October 1, 2018, they will still be considered in that list. Student who will be admitted on or after October 1, 2018 into any of the college to a program that is not on the list will not be eligible for this ANP program even with a postgraduate work permit. So these are a little bit tricky, so you guys need to pay more attention when you're applying in Alberta or when you have your postgraduate work permit and trying to apply for ANP. Another update was from British Columbia PNP program. They have issued 241 skilled immigration and express entry BC invitations. If we look at the British Columbia PNP program, that was done on July the 1st. The 188 candidates were invited under the express entry BC skilled worker and the express entry BC international graduate categories. They will be awarded another 600 points through the CRS for express entry system, as is always. So if we look at the cutoff score, express entry BC skilled worker was 92, express entry BC international graduate 96, skilled immigration skilled worker 87, skilled immigration international graduate 96, skilled immigration entry level and semi-skilled, the score was only 65. So total number of 241 ITAs were issued in the BC program. And there was another update which I did a video yesterday on the Quebec. It's a new expression of interest that's starting on August 2nd. So you guys can check that other video and has more detail because that was a little lengthy program. So I did a separate one for that. So if we look to the changes in Quebec's investor, entrepreneur and self-employed program, they are also starting on August the 2nd. There will be significant changes to the Quebec's investor and entrepreneur program. Among the notification are the new higher capital investment required. So the investment threshold will be more. Candidate for Quebec's popular immigrant investor program QIP will now have to meet higher net asset and the investment requirement, which is rising to 2 million Canadian dollar and a 1.2 million respectively. So net asset and investment, your assets should be 2 million and investment should be at least 1.2 million Canadian dollar. The previous requirement was net asset was 1.6 million and investment of 800,000. So investment has gone for by $400,000 and same for the assets. The investment must be for a 5-year term with the subsidiary investment Quebec, and the investment agreement must be made through financial intermediary authorized to participate in this program. So you guys need to check all this one in detail if you guys planning to invest in Quebec. So the threshold has gone up. That was a little changes there. Another big update is through Saskatchewan. The Saskatchewan's new expression of interest system is now in effect as of July 16 under the occupation in demand subcategories. So this has brought an end to the first come first served basis model for that has been used by Saskatchewan government from long time. Like they open, it was done in 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, they take 400 application, now it's done. So again, as according to the Quebec one, same here in Saskatchewan, you have to apply under the expression of interest. The express entry subcategory allows Saskatchewan to select eligible immigration candidate in the federal government express entry system and invited them to apply for a provincial nomination. So this will be again like same as Toronto does, or the Ontario does. Now Quebec will be doing the same and Saskatchewan will be doing the same. The main flaw was there before. Some of the quality candidates were not able to put their application in time. Like there are 4-hour window, 5-hour window, they were not able to update everything. So they were still not in the pool, and some candidates with the less experience were getting the PNP nominations through this. Now to streamline everything, to give a proper chance to everybody, they have put an expression of interest. You put your information in there. Now the government will decide who to select and which in-demand occupation they need it in their province, and they will get those candidates. So this has been started on July the 16th. So this is a very good opportunity. So you guys can go to their website, check in-demand occupation. If you need a license or your occupation does not need a license, so you have to do all those paperwork before even you can apply for expression of interest. I suggest do a deep study there, then apply for it. It's not a fun like just put your application in and you don't have the proper credentials. So make sure you have everything ready so you don't waste your time, and so you can get the notification or you get nomination pretty easily. So we're hoping that the first draw will be in couple of months for Saskatchewan, because they have just started now. The applications will be pouring in, but there is another red line there. They can uh, stop the application as soon as they have reached many of those because you guys know that there is a nomination limit for every province in a year. Like everybody does 5500 5600 nominations each year. So when they will think they have enough pool of qualified candidates, they probably stop the expression of interest temporarily, but it's not like they are going to stop it permanently. So whenever it'll open again, you guys are welcome to put your applications in. So this was another update from Saskatchewan. And so there were some changes in the in-demand subcategory, so I suggest you guys go there and check if you are started preparing your file and your category is still there or not. If it's not there, then there is no fun for just wasting your time collecting all your document, and the time you are going to put your expression of interest, there is nothing over there for you. So make sure you guys put your efforts in there. If we look at the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, Canada has increases 2018 Atlantic Immigration Pilot allotment. The government of Canada increasing the number of skilled immigrants and their family members who can obtain PR through the Atlantic Immigrant Pilot Program this year by 500. So the total allotment will be 2,500 applications this year. There has been went up by 500 for 2018. So make sure if you guys are having an employer there and they are ready to hire you, so you can get benefit from this program. This is a pretty cool program, not a lot of paperwork required in their categories over there, so you can easily apply for PR. You just need an employer there and paperwork is done easily. This is not an LMIA base, there is a separate paperwork requirement for these provinces. So these were all the updates till now, and I wish you all good luck. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.